Alright, so, audioing de fucké, Mike ici pour un autre Masquerada Song and Shadow.
Here we go, sir. All touched up.
Les masques nouvellement obtenus peuvent être attribués à partir du menu masque. Ah, mais là, je suis intéressé, j'en ai récupéré une couple. Bon, ça c'est chill.
Where to, sir?
A Sorelle ward. The Withering Mast.
It's rather curious that we're traveling to a Sorelle ward without our Sorelle.
There are some times when familiarity is less than wanted.
Now is one of those times?
Unfortunately so.
Even the best of the guilds still has shadows, doesn't it?
La mat évanescent.
We'll be here, sir.
Non.
All right, this is it.
An inspectore. It is rare to see a member of the White Spire in a blue ward. It is brave of you to come.
It is only brave if there is a reason to be afraid.
And there isn't, of course. My name is Matron Beneva.
And mine you needn't know.
Ah, of course. I understand. Well, I shouldn't keep you too long then. It seems the lot of you have a purpose here. I'd best leave you to it.
I'm surprised she didn't recognize you.
Whatever it is, we need to find evidence of what she's up to. The women here should be able to tell us more. Excuse me, miss. Have you a moment to spare?
What do you want?
My name is Cicero.
Sable.
And your child?
Why are you here, Inspectore?
Do you spend all your afternoons at this table?
Some. Others I spend in my room.
In those days that you spend out here, what do you do exactly? I do not see very many things for one to busy oneself with.
The comfort of peace and solitude. The nursing hall sometimes gets noisy. Sasha doesn't sleep well there.
That is considerate.
Of course. I would do anything for my daughter.
Truly?
If you have an answer that you are attempting to goad out of me, ask the right questions.
You are a direct woman.
There is no room in this world for subtlety. When you need to survive, you cannot spare thoughts for the game of questions. You ask, you answer, you move on, and treasure the moments in between.
Is that what life is like in here? Ask, answer, move on? To the next question, the next meeting, the next customer?
You are just like them.
Sable, please.
You're not an Inspectore. You're a beast.
You are mistaken. I have not come here to...
Sable? Again? If the matron learns that you are displeasing our guests...
It is all right, Sorelli. There is no issue here.
Well, if there is anything, Inspectore, anything at all, I will be right over there.
You have spirit. Your daughter has been very quiet.
You said that I was mistaken. Prove it. Tell me you are not of their kind.
I am not. By all the ages, you have my word in my heart.
Then help me. Please.
Your daughter?
Beneva.
Lost legacies.
Will you help me, Inspectore?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Then follow me. Everything is fine, Asha. Just fine. Oh, and Asha, would you please let Divina know that my room is looking a little lonely at the moment?
Sable, what is going on here?
Routine, Inspectore.
Cicero, please. I'm not acting within the authority of the registry. Not now.
Cicero. The women in this banco are put on rotation. Every 10-day we must meet our quota of customers, and only then can we see our babes again. In the meantime, we are given that to remind us of why we must work. When we have our darlings back, they lock us in a room beneath the ground until our names appear on the roster again.
It will change, Sable. Now, I came with 2 others. I need...
It has been settled. Ah, Divina. Pleasure you could join us.
Cicero?
If this plan goes wrong, she will not have to lie when she tells them she was no part of it. She and her babe will be safe. I did not hit her hard, so we don't have much time. The passage to the chambers beneath are down the hall. Beneva keeps those who are not on duty on the first level beneath the earth.
But there are more levels beneath.
When we are on duty, she takes our babes and descends further. I don't know what awaits us beyond. I've never been deeper myself. Now, let's go.
She has taken all three of them into her room.
That cape is just cloth over the shoulder of a mortal thirsty for flesh. But come, her job is done. It is time for us to retrieve Sasha for her.
Sasha. The stairs down are just beyond this door.
I understand.
Cicero. They're likely guarded.
Then woe to the men who stand for the foul.
What are you doing here?
Target practice.
It's through this latch.
Intruders! Spear point!
Nice, une herbe. Ok, je me demandais c'était quoi. Ah, nice. Nice. On va changer les rebelles de mes personnes.
Intruders!
Eyes from the White Spire.
Stay back, Sable.
Finally gathered the gall to try, did you? You seem to have forgotten what happens to the children of women who...
You leave Sasha alone!
Oh, don't waste your words. When you're gone, you won't be able to shed tears for her anyway. And you, Inspitore, it seems you found out about my little operation. I'm afraid I can't let you leave now.
We've got this!
Cicero! She's going after
Come on.
Sasha!
final chance, Inspitore. Turn and leave, and the blood of the innocent needn't be on your hands.
I will not let willful ignorance cost the people of this Banco their lives, Beneva.
Oh, you interfering will do far worse than that, I assure you.
Beneva, please!
Enough! If talk will not turn you away, then perhaps action will.
Here we go.
No! You will see what you have cost them.
Sasha!
You have lost, Beneva. Stand down, and let the people of this Banco go.
This is Umber, Inspitore. Nothing is lost until death, and little is gained without it.
Target practice.
You have lost, Beneva. Stand down, and let the people of this Banco go.
This is Umber.
Go, my friends. Go!
You.
The mechanisms of a contract, Beneva.
The Labores are fools. They think to take everything into their own hands, but you have seen through their ideals. You know why this place exists.
I am not here for your justifications. Goodbye, Beneva.
Une mère a toujours raison.
Sasha!
Take it in. We owe it to you.
Please, Sable. If it hadn't been for you...
Stop it, Cicero. You know where the true credit lies.
Looks like they're leaving.
Goodbye, Inspitore.
Goodbye.
Leaving so soon?
Zelia!
A good thing you did today.
What are you doing here?
Keeping an eye on my wards, of course. And the people who interfere with them. I am the head matron of the Sorelle, lest you've forgotten.
And you let this pass?
I did not encourage it, certainly. But Beneva had her uses, though even she was not aware of my gaze.
But yet you seem to care none that Beneva is now gone.
In the city, those who cannot learn to ride the tides of change will quickly drown beneath their foam. A few letters of appreciation to both the labores and the registry for rooting out the rotten flesh. A promise from one of the lesser matrons that she will take care of this ward better than Beneva. In the grand scheme, there is little that is lost from the late matron's departure.
What is this about, Zelia? Surely you didn't stop me to remind me of the dance. Of shadows.
It's come to my knowledge that you're traveling with one of my mariners.
What of it?
Are you aware that he is in charge of an orphanage?
He mentioned it briefly before.
Today a songstress came by asking for him.
Orlana?
She's asked for his place of residence, invoking her authority as songstress to claim the knowledge. We told her about the sail heart.
You want me to tell him?
If you could be so kind. I have a feeling this might be something he'd want to know.
I'll see to it that he does.
Thank you, Inspectore. Now, I best be off. The events here have clearly taken care of themselves. Until next time, Cicero.
Let's get back. I have news for the mariner.
Jackie, laissez. Laissez, il y en a plus.
And you are certain that it's true?
The messenger that delivered it was trustworthy, yes.
I need to go.
What is it?
Earlier this day, you offered to listen to my burdens.
That offer still stands.
You should follow me. But you alone.
Calden?
What?
Talk to me about the sail heart. I'd like to know more about it.
12 years ago, I had just been promoted to skipper and had been given a home in the tempered tides. It wasn't a big place, but it was decent enough for a whole family, though I lived alone. One day, there was a loud rapping on my door. It was raining that evening, I remember, and I could hardly distinguish the knocks from the thunder. But I opened the door and found him. dressed in the gold of the Luca, standing before me, drenched in rain and blood. In his arms he carried a body, a young girl that had belonged to a mask runner his patrol had killed. He secretly broke away from them and brought her to the first house with lights, not even knowing if I would take them in. That child was Vint, the first of my 11. And so began what you know as the Sailheart.
Sounds like quite the hero. Who was this, from the Golden Guild?
Jaxus.
Jaxus Corvale, the songstress's brother?
Yes.
Come on out, little girl.
Get away!
Leave her alone. Rough tide's coming. Vind, it's me.
Oh, thank the ages, Cal.
What happened?
Those men, they must have followed the songstress. I think they were thinking of robbing her, but when they saw the Sailheart...
As long as you're safe.
I'm fine.
You mentioned a songstress.
She's left. I'm sorry. She sounded as if she knew you. When she came in, we couldn't stop her.
Tides.
No. C'est bon. Let's go.
Please, please.
Calden, what are you searching for?
Tides, where is it?
Calden!
It's gone.
Please, Calden.
No!
No.
What were you looking for?
My journal.
She took it?
She must have. It's not here.
And you're worried about a journal?
This way.
What is this? By the ages. Whose is this?
No one's. Not anymore.
Armor of the Luca.
Jaxus.
This was his room.
It was ours.
Calden. Songs unsung.
Now you understand.
I'm afraid I do.
And?
I don't know.
All right. Please. Close the doors behind you.
Calden, wait. Damn. A tattoo kit? The sunset. What a view.
Zeph drew that.
He told me.
Guessed as much when I saw him leave.
I think I might have offended him.
Did you insult Jax?
No, I just said I didn't know how I feel about it all.
Nah, he's not offended then. Sad, maybe, but not offended. Cal's better than that.
You always know.
Yep, a whole lot of us do. And we only love him more for it. He and Jax took good care of us. Better than any of our real parents did, at least.
And you have no issue?
No offense to your mighty cape or anything, sir, but what's there to take issue with? He loves differently from other people. It's still love, and I wasn't taught ever that love was bad.
I know. I was just surprised, I suppose.
But do you take issue with it? The way the whole songs does?
No, not I.
That's good. You should let him know. He doesn't hear things like that enough these days. Come on, sir. I'll walk you out.
A final question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Jax's. What happened to him?
I'd rather not talk about it. Here we are, sir. I'll see you around.
Quite likely, yes. If you ever need to speak to Calden about anything, he's staying with me at a place called the Estiguary.
Can't say I know it, but I'll be damned if I can't find my way around the city. Excuse my language, sir.
It's all right. Take care of yourself, Fint.
Salut Nico. Ben oui, ça va, pis toi? Comment est-ce que tu vas?
Is there any other business you have here? If not, we should get back to the Estiguary. I, for one, am exhausted.
We?
Calden. I was branded a deserter of war. I know how it feels to have the world turn against you. And I'd not inflict that upon anyone. You included.
But earlier...
I was surprised, that's all.
And here I was, ready to pack.
Speaking from experience?
My family. Found out when I was young. Acquainted my face with their fists, threw me out, hoping the thugs or disease would get to me before I could ruin their legacy.
En gros, dans l'histoire en ce moment, Le petit Calden me fait son coming out. J'apprends qu'il est homosexuel. Et dans les jeux indés, putain, ils ont blindé ça d'LGBTQ. C'est fou, raide. Il est en train de faire son coming out, puis que justement, il a perdu celui qu'il aime. Mon personnage est un peu troublé. Mais...
And you prove them wrong.
Là, il dit que sa famille le battait quand il était jeune parce qu'ils l'ont
All I
découvert.
wanted was to go home.
Well, you have a new home now, anyway.
A home that I worry daily about losing.
Is this why you treat Vasco the way you do?
As someone in the inner circle of the Bloodless, he could know.
And you were afraid word would spread.
Once that happened, if the Hall of Songs knew...
What would happen? I apologize for asking. I am not familiar with these things.
My brother has no children, and my parents' songs were sung a decade ago. If the Hall found out about me, they would deem my family's legacy tainted. Its space on the singing tree would be given to proper families with legacies that will endure.
Does your brother know?
He's the one that cared for me after I was thrown out into the streets. In a way, like you, I owe him my life. And I will not tolerate any threats to his legacy, myself included.
And now Orlana has your journal.
I know.
But what was in it that...
If those are winds we must sail, then let them blow first. I think Vasco should have returned by now, and I am eager to hear what he has to say. The closer we get to finding my brother, the better I'll feel.
I understand.
Bon, on se repousse d'abord. Ah! T'as été faire des courses. T'as acheté un peu à bouffer. D'habitude, quand on revient des courses, le meilleur repas, il est tout de suite après.
Yes.
Nouveau masque est disponible.
You don't have any plans to tell the others about this, do you?
What do you mean?
I mean, I only speak for myself when I claim acceptance. I am not sure how the others would take it, and I'd rather not find out. Not while we all have to work together.
It's all right. I understand.
Ah, je trouve ça bad.
I hadn't intended to anyway.
Thank you.
Ah, il n'y en avait pas l'intention de toute manière. Il n'y avait pas l'intention d'en parler. Ah, dommage. Je pensais qu'il aurait voulu en parler. Alors, il va cacher son homosexualité à tout le reste de la clique parce il sait pas comment les autres vont réagir. C'est pas de full 2022 ton jeu. Donc, c'est qui a eu un nouveau masque? J'ai pas vu c'était qui. Ah, c'est toi, petit gars. C'est toi, petit gars. Un peu logique, on était dans sa mission. Fait apparaître un maelstrom à l'emplacement visé pendant 4 secondes. Ceci aspire les ennemis présents dans un rayon de 8 mètres. Ouh, puis moi je t'ai donné quoi? Pendant 5 secondes, ça c'est... Ouais, mais il n'y a pas de l'air d'avoir de dégâts. Je préfère qu'ils préviennent les dégâts plutôt que... C'est pas intéressant. C'est pas intéressant. Tu vas te faire un beau lunch ce soir? Ouais, il me reste un peu, mais j'ai pris du buffet chinois hier. Je me suis gâté. Général Taillot avec des bonnes pâtes au curry.
Just some Sorelle issues. Nothing you need concern yourself with?
Nothing to do with the investigation?
No. Personal things.
What about Vasco? Have you heard word from...
Salutations! I am returned.
Where is the Bloodless?
In his abode, in a ward which I am certainly disallowed to mention.
You said we could speak with him.
I said he would give you your answers, and answers he has given.
You...
It's all right, Marshal. The answers were our goal either way.
So they were, and so I shall present them. First, the Herald. Unfortunately, he's too recent a phenomenon. Information about him is conflicted, and the most the Bloodless can give is that the Herald is part of a Masquerada faction called the Dactytes.
Nothing new there.
Second, Lysandra, the Whispering Streets.
Labyrinth of the Masqueraders.
How are we supposed to find anyone in that damnable ward?
It will be difficult. The ward is among the city's biggest. Even worse, I doubt she stays in one place. It could take us days.
I have an idea.
What are you asking for? Another contract?
No. Information.
About?
I heard you mention that you were going through all these troubles to find the mariner's brother. Am I correct?
Yes.
Why?
Inspectore, if we tell him, the Bloodless will know. Given that he trades in information, word could get around.
Marshal, you seem to have a disturbingly inaccurate view of the Bloodless and his messengers. Just because we dabble in information does not mean that we spill it all over the place. But of course, you and your bright guild would know nothing about subtlety and secrets, would you? Seeing how you handled Izander and—
Do not defame my guild!
So instead, I should stand here and let you defame mine.
Enough! The twins have been kind enough to find a location free of the politics of the city, and I will not allow the both of you to drag your baggage along. Within these walls, we are colorless. We are here for one purpose, and that is to get Razatov back.
The masked runners have him. It's why we're looking for Lysandra, to lead us to the Herald.
And what's he to them?
He was researching powerful ancient artifacts of the Dementicate. If there's anyone that can get us to them, it's him.
Artifacts that do what exactly?
I'd tell you if I knew.
I see. Thank you, Inspectore, for the trust. You can rest assured that I shan't abuse it.
Now, that plan you were talking about?
The pin drop.
The ruins?
Yes. I can do a thing. Spread rumors. Entice Lysandra with word of a cache of masquerines found. And with the Bloodless's help, and trust me, he will help, I can do it by tonight.
You want to bait her out into the ruins?
In this time when masquerines are so scarce, I'm certain she will fall for it.
It sounds like a plan.
What's this? The mariner supporting me now?
Don't make me take it back.
So, Inspectore, what'll it be?
Go. Do what you must.
We should head to the pin drop first thing come sunrise. I will be back here by then.
Alright.
By the night. I can't believe we just told him.
We didn't have much choice, Marshal. We should get some sleep. Tomorrow's going to be a long day.
Good. Clac. On va faire le tour un peu.
I see you found my trove.
What are these?
My treasures.
Then, the last thing you counted among your treasures tried to kill me.
Oh, please, Cicero. Nala wasn't even poisonous. Besides, biting was her way of showing affection.
Well, at least these aren't alive.
They're very special brews.
Fait que,
I'd been cleaning up the stiguary some months ago when I rediscovered a recipe I'd gotten off some Tesseric tourists years and years ago. As you can tell, there hasn't been much business here lately, so I thought I'd try something new. Occupy myself and all that.
Was the recipe any good?
Well...
You haven't tried them?
You know I'm not one for these sort of things, and
What?
You could try one and tell me what you think. The first to try the batch. Consider it an honor.
Your enthusiasm worries me.
Oh, come on, Cicero. For old time's sake. Please.
Il veut pas goûter sa propre bouffe. Mauvais cuisinier alcoolique, toi, là. Je sens que je vais le regretter.
So, what do you think?
Ah, c'était pas bon. D'après moi, si je me suis écroulé à terre.
Cicero!
Il y a une bonne raison.
Songs, Ven.
Ages, I thought I lost you.
How long was I out?
A minute and 3 seconds.
For a moment, we thought you were dead.
I'm surprised I'm not.
You didn't think you could go off dying on us like that, did you? Can you imagine the songs they'll sing of you, dying because you had a bad drink? The embarrassment.
It was worth a shot.
It was worth 10. That thing is potent, Ven.
For a man who just passed out, you seem fine now.
Yes, the recovery period is surprisingly short.
Oh?
It might hit you like a steed at first, but once it lightens up, well...
Go on, Cicero. Don't leave me hanging. How do you feel?
As though some weight's been lifted. There's a strange clarity to the world. I can't describe it exactly, and I don't know how long it'll last, but I'll admit it isn't the worst feeling.
What news? How excellent!
Indeed. As a connoisseur of fine spirits, I must say
Salut
your
bro, comment est-ce
description
qu'il
of
va?
it has piqued my interest.
Be warned, though, the initial sensations are not mild. I advise caution.
Well, the mariner is here to take care of us if we so choose to subject ourselves to it, no?
I suppose I could do that?
Perfect! Consider us warned.
Mon perso a fait crever, bordel de merde. On va faire le tour. Ceux qui n'ont pas caché les bébelles encore. J'aime ça recacher des bébelles aux mêmes endroits. Comment est-ce qu'il va, mon petit Wolfie? Ah, il va bien, il va bien, il va bien, il va bien. Toi, comment est-ce qu'il va? Réinitialisation des compétences. Non, non, je suis correct avec mes compétences.
So, the stone.
It doesn't react to any of the chemicals that I've got, and I can't even scratch it. Whatever you've brought me, it's something special. Everstone, perhaps?
Well, I can't say that lives up to my hopes, but...
Ah, vous êtes en pleine canicule, c'est ça qu'il me disait, Nico.
You're welcome.
Ça top votre affaire, Calvaire?
What?
L'année passée aussi, vous m'aviez une violence.
I am a collector, after all.
En tout cas, il y a 2 ans, quand moi j'étais allé, ou 3 ans.
Truly?
Why not?
Il y en avait une, pas pire.
Just as long as you tell me if you find anything more.
Of course. Thank you, Cicero. Now, I think I'll run it through some more, experimental techniques. Oh, this is exciting.
Il doit y avoir une couple d'air clim dans les fenêtres, mon gars. Calvaire. Ah, ça pète. Ça pète. What the fuck is that shit?
You have something for me?
I promised to make good on our bargain by the day's end.
And the day is almost over.
The lady has delivered as she promised. She has found where your rebel leader has been hiding.
And where is...
And she has given you the means you asked for.
What is this?
It is yours.
Ah ouais, ça doit pas être confortable de dormir à ces températures-là, mon gars. Les ventilos pis les air clim dans les fenêtres au plus de tabarcelac. Moi, c'est pas pire, j'ai un air clim, fait que... J'ai l'air climatisé central, fait que... Disons qu'il fait fret ou qu'il fait chaud chez nous, c'est moi qui contrôle la température intérieure.
The second canticle? My brother used to sing it quite a bit. He'd often dreamed about what the city was like during the time. I was thinking, maybe if we found the artifacts, found out how they were used to create Masquerades, maybe we could turn back time. Make the city the way it was, back in the second canticle. What do you think?
What do you want?
Amadea.
What do you want?
An answer.
I don't hear a question.
Why are you shutting me out?
I'm sorry. Are you expecting the world to greet you with open arms?
I hadn't expected it to bury me under ice. When I found out that you were a mask runner, I thought... I don't know, that I could talk to you.
Talk to me?
You were a mask runner, a part of what my brother had once led.
Is it so
C'est assez
wrong
clair.
for me to want to connect with his
Tu
legacy?
veux pas que la chaleur rentre en dedans, tu fermes les volets
Yes,
pendant
it
un
is.
jour certain.
Why?
Because I've left that life behind. Who do you think you are? To come back and try to talk to me about the war that you weren't even a part of. You don't know what we went through.
I lost my brother.
I lost my life. Everything that I had, everything that I was, I lost. So don't you dare come back and tell me to talk to you about it.
Then why did you agree to come?
En train de me faire des ennemis, moi, calvaire.
Oh, my friends. What secrets you've been keeping. This...
Une flûte? Qu'est-ce qu'il fait de bon aujourd'hui, mon Wolfie? Je suis sûr que aujourd'hui, tu voudrais échanger ton beau petit 37 contre la belle pluie qu'il va avoir toute la journée.
What
Et
do you
Cette,
mean
s'il
you
pleut toute
don't
la
know
journée,
where it
calvaire.
is? I've heard its name before. Doesn't mean I've actually visited it.
What's going on?
The rumors have been spread, but we don't know where the pin drop is.
Rayon des surgelés, la tête dans le
Yes,
frigidaire.
I've taken for granted that...
That what?
That maybe one of you might have known.
It's a set of ruins, isn't it? You'd know where it is, wouldn't you, Amadea?
It's an obscure set. I've heard of them before, but I should be able to find it if I came along.
Excellent. What are we waiting for, then?
Je lâche mon chat en même temps. Bon, alright, ça s'en va à la guerre. Je suis pas sûr d'avoir la petite fille avec sa lance, par exemple. Elle a pas de l'air de vouloir venir avec moi après ce que... Après ce que j'ai dit hier, ça c'est bon, il n'y a rien qui est apparu. Non plus, that's great. On se poupou.
Today is a special day. Amadea will be your guide.
Are you sure, sir? We know the city like the back of our hands.
Do you know where the pin drop is?
Well, that's... might be the dirt under our fingernails.
Let's go.
Ah, c'est bien ça je pensais. Elle, je peux pas la prendre. Puis j'ai juste le droit à 2 parties. Non, non, elle est obligée de venir. Elle est obligée d'être lockée puis de venir. J'en choisis juste un autre. On va l'essayer avec son nouveau masque, lui. J'étais pas déçu. Je me prends un gros tank. Ok. T'as pas essayé ce que tu veux, mon gros. Ok. Laisse-les en haut. Laisse-les faire, laisse-les faire. Laisse-les faire, Fifi. Je vais peut-être me prendre un tank. Je vais me prendre un tank d'eau. Tac. Confirmé. C'est vraiment... C'est groupe, oui. Oui.
All right, now stay left. We don't want to cross the roads that circle the old fountain.
So that'll take us through Elama's alley?
No, you go around that. When you come to the junction, turn right.
But I thought you said to stay left.
Not this time.
Well, that's what you said about Periwinkle Gardens.
À mon avis...
Well, I'm saying that again. So listen. Stay left, and when you come across the 3rd Street after the junction of the 7th and 11th...
J'imagine. D'habitude, c'est sûr que ça risque de s'en venir après des grosses chaleurs. Nous autres, c'est là. Les autres, toute la pluie, toute la journée. Il pleut pas mal le matin. Supposément que ça va être encore pire cet après-midi. Pas mal. Ah non, il pleut pas pire. Il pleut pas pire.
Did we finally make it?
The ruins are right over there.
Jackie. Il fait rien, il bouge pas, il bouge pas.
Thank the ages. I don't think the horses would have survived another turn.
Well, they'll have to because you can't stay here. It's too open.
And where do you suppose we go then?
There's an abandoned warehouse just off this street. You can hide the horses in there and climb to its top story. It's quite safe. You'll be able to see the pin drop and watch for our return.
Right. Got it.
All right.
Hear something?
I'm not sure. Sounds like rushing water.
Faire le tour un peu, non, c'est bon, y'a rien. Je m'arrête, Jackie. Oh.
So, where do you think she'll be?
In the ruins just ahead.
Ah, ok, vous allez avoir une...
The Masquerades out here and...
Demain pour vous autres la pluie.
Stop.
Ça va vous faire du bien encore.
Turn around. Well...
Turn around.
I'd heard that you'd return to our shores. But you... What are you doing with him?
The company I keep is none of your business.
It is when he abandoned us.
Like you abandoned Invidious.
Amadea, it's been 5 years.
And he's still gone.
You disappoint me, Cicero. I'd been waiting here, hoping to be surprised, but yet you simply walk in.
How did you know?
The ways of the street are my lifeline. You think I would not suspect anything when rumors begin popping up all over the place? You're a fool to think that plan would have worked. I knew someone was
Avec les projets pour la fin de semaine, j'imagine que on le fait. Demain, je suis pas en famille comme d'habitude.
Now I want to know why.
Aujourd'hui, tu caché du soleil.
And you think I will take your hand and lead you there?
I was hoping we could come to an arrangement, yes.
What bridge do you see that I do not, Cicero? What reasons am I blinded to that have made you believe that I have forgiven you for what you did 5 years ago?
My brother is gone, and...
Because of you! You could have fought for him, for us, your people, and instead you chose that cape!
I did not choose the Masquerada over you!
No! Even worse, you didn't choose at all. A spineless, pathetic man is easier to hate than even a traitor!
Do you think I don't know that?
Why do you want the Herald?
The Dactytes have captured a friend of mine. I need to get him back.
And what will you do for us?
My friend was on a quest for great power. If you lead us to the Herald...
Do not lie to me.
I may have burnt my bridges once, but I have not forgotten my roots.
If you are searching for the Herald, there are a few things you must know.
The ruins!
Get down!
Boum, checker la craque et il contrôle la terre, lui, faut croire. Il s'est fait violemment ramasser. L'escarpique sous le sol, là. Puis, tu es toujours en stage ou tu commences à travailler bientôt, Wolfie?
Other than the fact that we nearly died.
Ouais, failli.
Nearly. Be grateful.
I don't believe it. The Dactytes here before us again. Where are we?
The pin drop. Those holes in the ground. This must be what's beneath.
There's so much life here.
There's water from the river and sunlight from above. It's beautiful.
Ah non, lui j'avais gardé ce max-là. Ok, c'est bon.
Let's
Pas sûr. Oh.
I thought the Kilgan were fierce.
We should move. We need to find a way out of this place.
What is
Putain
this
que je l'aime mon
place
perso, bordel de
exactly?
merde.
It barely feels like we're in the city at all.
We're beneath it. That river over there, I suspect the Kalara drains out through this. Hundreds of years that has been caused. Lost legacies.
There. That spire cuts through the earth. Might be our exit. What do you think?
So, Amadea. Invidious?
What did you say about our mouths getting us out of this?
Amadea, this is ridiculous.
I'm sorry if I'm concerned about getting us out.
Who is invidious?
I told you.
If you don't want to talk about it because it makes you upset, then fine. But once it affects the investigation...
It's not.
She opened up to you and you shut her out! We could have used that! Who is invidious?
He brought me into the Mask Runners. Taught me everything I know. During your brother's assault on the White Spire, a bunch of us went. I was supposed to go with Invidious. Support him. But when things got rough, Lysandra pulled me out. She let Invidious die. When I found out, I left the Mask Runners. End of story. Are we done?
For now.
C'est tout ça pour ça,
Then let's move.
Tout ça pour ça, bordel de merde.
Let's do this!
Boum, checker la craque. On va prendre ça. On ne crachera pas sur une belle petite plante. C'est donné, c'est donné.
This looks... ceremonial.
Religious, even. Well, that's rather elaborate. Who's that? In the middle?
I'm not sure. There's a mark on his head, but I can't quite make out what it is.
They seem to be fawning over him.
They certainly look like they're cleaning him, yes.
A king of sorts, perhaps? There seem to be guards at the edge of the mural.
Too early to say. We should keep moving.
This is where the king was cleaned, it seems.
It certainly corresponds with the mural.
Belle citrouine, ça, des belles citrouines.
What does it say?
It's not Dementica, it's just a symbol. The other doors have it as well.
Hold on. I recognize one of them. The one on the right. There was a collection of stones in the room that looked like it.
This is it.
Think it might be a key of some sort?
Only one way to find out.
Spear point!
Oops.
Well, at least we know it's important now.
Je sais que j'ai des compétences, mais on va attendre un peu avant l'animation. Je pense pas d'en avoir assez pour pouvoir upgrader mes bébelles. Oh, puis ça marche. Ça va, ça va.
There we go.
Another mural.
What's this one about?
This one's a little clearer. They've written the symbol of mind above the mural.
It doesn't look very pleasant, does it?
It's the same man from earlier. The one with the mark on his forehead.
Can you make it out here?
No, but I'm getting the feeling that he wasn't a king.
C'est un sacrifice, calique.
This is where they laid him out.
I don't understand what they used it for, though.
These tools look painful.
Unfit for a king, surely.
Torture, certain. Petit coffre, qu'est-ce qu'il y a dedans? Prochaine clé.
Here, again.
It's as though there was a procedure that was supposed to be followed. A ritual that brought them through these rooms in this order.
Well, we still have another 2 rooms to go, so let's make it quick.
Brace yourself!
Tasse-toi, pute!
This must have been their god. What word is that, above it?
Soul.
Ah, ça l'augure pas rien de bon, sur d'habitude.
The word on his head is a lot clearer now. Amadea?
It means criminal.
This was his punishment?
I don't know.
Ça ressemble à ça, oui.
We should look around. There's still one last door.
Oh.
His word is law. Our lives are his. Time is his plaything. The land. His whisper could open the skies. His breath could level mountains. His heartbeat could give life to lands. His gaze could rain destruction. Faith in him must we place, for he sees all, knows all.
And here's the last one.
Are you ready?
Non, je suis bien prête. C'est au moins un boss.
What are they doing?
Not attacking.
Why?
The statue. They're staying away from it.
As though they revere it too.
Come on. Let's not take it for granted.
Bah, moi je te dirais presque fronté. Ça me dérangerait pas vraiment. Ah, ils ont pas l'air. Le jeu a pas l'air de vouloir que je front. Malheureusement. Ah, je suis down moi, pour de l'XP en plus. J'imagine que si je veux pas que je me pogne, c'est peut-être parce que je m'en vais me pogner contre un boss.
What do you think this whole ritual was about?
I'd say
S'appelle de
some
l'autre
sort
avec
of
son robot
cleansing.
géant.
In the first hall, there was a physical cleansing. In the second...
It said mental, but I don't think cutting people up was very clean for the mind.
The third hall was a cleansing of the soul. It was a religious room, after all.
And now the last one?
Probably to see why our poor criminal needed to be so clean. Let's go.
Un bout, j'ai pas affronté un boss là. Mets-moi ton robot là.
This mist again.
Be
on your guard. Oh no.
Oh, oh, un arbre géant, c'est bon, ça le fait aussi. Ah, c'est sûr qu'il faut qu'on attaque, c'est bon. Oh, si, Montnac.
I can take it.
Not happening again.
Can't keep this up.
I need help. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Another chance.
Ah ouais, sauve les tapettes. Il reste même plus de PV là.
A welcome sight you are.
Hein? Cette guerre n'est pas la nôtre. Trophée obtenu. On va le prendre ton petit masque. La première fois qu'il y en a un qui me tue mon perso principal.
It's all Dementica.
Puis il a failli nous buter toute la gang.
It's a
C'est
recitation.
méchant le boss.
You who sinned, you have been cleansed. You will serve, a vessel to atone for your transgressions. You will heal the flesh you harmed and shield the face you scorned. For all eternity you will be. Your soul will be bared for all to see, and your strength given to those you weakened. Through the Father's heart you will be redeemed from...
From what?
Ophira amesta aves atu. From man to mask, you will be.
Are you saying?
The Masquerades had once been Dementicate. They're criminals. There is no other interpretation.
These were their gallows.
Tides. And the artifacts. They facilitated this? Converted the Dementicate into Masquerades?
I think they did.
Ages. This changes everything.
You bet it does. Our Masquerades. They'd been alive once, Cicero. They'd have stories to tell, worlds to paint for us. If only we could somehow get to them. What?
I'm just trying to understand.
I think I explained it quite well.
Not it. You. Why you try so hard to hide this side of you. Under all your acidic words, there is a heart that beats. I just don't know why you suffocate it.
Cicero, don't.
But Amadea...
On s'oppose de là. J'imagine que c'est fini pour cette quête-là.
There we go.
Amadea?
I was just thinking. The artifacts, if we find them, if we want to make more Masquerades, who's going to play the criminal?
Ça va être nous autres. Ça va être nous autres.
Tides. It's been moons since I climbed so many flights.
Just be glad it's behind us.
What is that?
Ah, le v'là son robot mécanique de marde.
Have to help her.
Aegis, what is that thing?
Questions later.
Bon, c'était peut-être pas le boss, l'arbre de bon. C'était un sous-boss.
Weapon at the ready.
Not happening again. That's too much.
Qu'est-ce qu'il fait là, ta tête? Arrête, hein, pas plus longtemps. Ah. Couché, tu pètes.
Once more into the deep.
Encore, monsieur Earthquake, là?
What are you? Laisse!
Tan, tan, tan. Ah, au moins, j'ai pas perdu un des miens, mais je m'en fous. Moi, je m'en fous, j'ai pas perdu un des miens.
Amadea.
Par contre, trop de cul, faiseur de Earthquake, on pourrait pas aller me péter sa gueule?
She didn't make it.
Get back to the streets. The others need to know. Gently.
I'm sorry.
This moment has been on the horizon ever since the war began.
That doesn't make it any easier.
Yes, it does. We are tired of fighting, of losing, of dying. Our respect for Lysandra, for the dream she held onto, was all that kept us going. Now that she is gone...
Arrête, ça va être en vie, là.
Perhaps now is the
Nous l'avons
time
même
for
pas
us to
tué.
rest.
On a survécu, nous autres. Ça va être tombé dans l'eau.
We should never have left.
En plus, on a tout clearé, il n'y a même plus de bébite pour elle.
It is good that she is gone.
You don't mean that.
Yes, I do. The crest of the Melicarte. Your brother designed it. A wreath
of Night's Bane, to remind us to be a beacon of light in the darkest shadows. A swath of red for the blood of those who gave their lives for us. And a shattered mask for the dream that one day they will not matter.
That dream has long withered in our hearts. This crest no longer has a home.
Cesaro.
Take it, or the soil will. Good. Now, the golden canvas.
What?
Before the Dactytes attacked, Lysandra was going to tell you about the Herald. They have a temple under the golden canvas. Lysandra and I had been there once. They tried converting us, but we resisted.
A temple?
For something that's appearing to be their religion. Go there, and you will learn more yourself. There is only a single red grating in the whole ward. Descend through it, and you'll figure it out.
And what of the Melicarte?
I have said already. Now is the time for us to sleep. Goodbye, Cicero. I hope we never see each other again.
Alright, je vais stopper ça là. Merci à tout le monde qui sont passés. Ceux qui ne connaissent pas Rénal, Wolfie puis tonton Nico, allez voir ce qu'ils font. C'est très très bon Jack. Je sais pas si je reviens ou pas. Avec la pluie de même. Sûrement, qui sait. À plus la gang.